Welcome to this is episode 3 of Antisocial Commentary. I got my man Bobby in the house, one of my best friends and the most pro-black brother I know. But I think you're what I would consider actually woke, not one of the people that's like, oh yeah, he's woke, I'm woke. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're one of the brothers that know exactly how you feel about things and not just you don't go with what the internet tells you how you're supposed to feel. So. Welcome. I just want to pick your brains. It is actually Black History Month, so I want to hear some of the crazy conspiracies you got.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having me on here, man. But I'm happy to be here with you, supporting you, and just help you get your thing started off the ground.
Yeah, man. Black helping black, right?
Oh man, that's what I'm saying.
But nah, actually, this weekend is a big weekend. Again, like I said, it is Black History Month, but this is Black Panther weekend, so. I mean, I want to know how you feel. You haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to see it tonight, though.
Of course. You have to see it in this week. If you don't see it within this weekend,
it's just don't.
You're over time.
Yeah.
But I just seen it this morning. I liked it. I'm not going to give out no spoilers. I ain't going to talk in detail of it, but I just want to know how you feel about. Do you feel like it's a black film? Like you feel like there's would you consider this a black film?
As far as the cast goes, yes, but. Behind the scenes work, the white people still getting the money. It's a Disney film, it's a Marvel film, but it's still good to see the black cast out there because we don't get that too often though.
Yeah.
So I just have fun with it, man. It's just everybody getting mad talking about the dressing up for the culture. Now y'all want to accept it. Now y'all want to be African. Man, just let us have our fun. We always trying to talk down on each other. We have a good time. Just come together, have a good time, enjoy the movie, and leave it at that. We can leave all the negativity out. Keep it to yourself.
I mean, yeah. To me personally, I feel like. It's a black film. You got a black cast. You got a black director. The producers are black. I mean, the white man gonna get the money for it, but I mean that's like saying the NBA is not black.
That is true. Yeah. But you can't. That's like saying the NBA is black as far as like what they put out on the court. Mm-hmm. But look at the owners in the NBA compared to the NFL though. Yeah. So the NBA owners, they more support the causes that they players stand up for, and the NFL is more of a they want to keep their thoughts to themselves. They don't want it because the NFL knows that the people who really watching it or are more conservative,
more conservative
than the NBA base. The NBA base is more liberal. Mm-hmm. A lot of them got their money from the technology age, so they got a lot of new money. And you got the NFL owners, they a lot of old white dudes who got that oil money. Yeah. So a lot of them come from the South. Yeah. And so they stuck in their ways.
I mean, and also can't forget that NFL players, they don't have guaranteed contracts, so the owner can do whatever the hell they want, and the players can't talk out because, you talk out, then you ain't getting that money.
That is very true. Don't worry about it. That's very true because they open their mouth, and you at the bottom of that chart, you gone. Mm-hmm. In the NBA, if they cut you tomorrow, you don't get your money no matter what. Mm-hmm. And so the NFL is really a lot of funny money going on. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times they make the headlines with, Michael Vick made $110 million contract, but how much of that does he actually see? Nah. He might actually see like 50-60 million of that. That.
I mean, before taxes.
Before taxes.
So on that same notion, we talked about football last week on the podcast. I'm gonna try to stay away from football. Yeah. But on that same notion, how do you feel about players like Jimmy Garoppolo getting that type of check and really proved himself? But you got guys like Colin Kaepernick that have proved who they are, but can't play it. Matter of fact, let's not even talk about Jimmy Garoppolo. It doesn't go past a day where I cut on ESPN, which I try not to watch anymore because ESPN is garbage. But they always want to talk about, where's Johnny Manziel gonna land? So let's talk about why do you think that somebody like Johnny Manziel gonna make it why do you think that somebody like Johnny Manziel will get a chance in the league, but a guy like Colin Kaepernick, who has for all intents and purposes didn't have any type of off the field issues?
I mean, to me, in my personal opinion, it's very simple. You look at Johnny Manziel, and like I say, the NFL base, they look at Johnny Manziel, and they gonna see themselves. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was once, a 22, 23-year-old kid, mm-hmm. and I may have did some drugs, I may have, drunk a lot of alcohol and partied a little too much. Mm-hmm. And of course, if I would have had videos back in my day, then where would I be now? Yeah. And then they look at Colin Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. He walking around with the Black Panther fro going. Yeah. Black power everywhere. Yeah. And so who you gonna pull more to? Who you gonna pull for? You gonna pull for the dude who you see yourself in, or you gonna go for a Colin Kaepernick who's out here actually back it up. Like, he's been doing good things the whole time, so they're mad at him for reasons that who knows why.
Yeah.
You know, they say it's not racist, just stick to football.
Yeah.
But it's deeper than that. It's racism at the bottom of it, though, and they don't want to see him. They don't want to have a black man out there telling them what they should do or how they should feel about something. That's what Colin Kaepernick is doing. He's trying to open their eyes to something that they don't want to talk about. They just want to be able to go to the games and look past it. You know, they don't want it to be about politics unless it's what they agree with. And the second they don't agree with it and they don't like it, that's when you should keep your mouth closed and, you know, stick to football.
I agree with you. And there was a point in time where I didn't think Colin Kaepernick was that great. And I still don't think he's that great of a QB.
I'm not saying that, no.
But Colin Kaepernick is a lot better than some of the other people that have positions. Like, I don't think Colin Kaepernick is a top 10 quarterback.
Nah, not at all.
But I think that at first I didn't think much of the whole thing, like, oh, Colin Kaepernick not getting a job because he's kneeling. At first I was like, it's because he kneeled, but he's also not too good. But then because he's a system quarterback,
yes,
he's easily stopped. But then you see guys like Brock Osweiler. You see guys like what's old boy from the Dolphins, Tannehill. You see guys like Tannehill. Tannehill actually starts. You see guys like, I can pull a bunch of names out of my hat that have positions that they'll get a second chance and they'll get all that money. But a guy like Kaepernick, I mean, talent-wise, you can put him anywhere on the field as far as a skill position, and he'll probably ball. I mean, because you know that's what they want to do.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Black man ain't supposed to be throwing the ball. Black man's supposed to be catching it.
So the way I look at it really is, it's kind of like when you hear people talk about Muhammad Ali now, like all white people, they love Muhammad Ali, social justice warrior, this and that.
Yeah.
But they don't talk about how when Ali was doing that back in the day, they hated Ali. He was looked at just like, if not worse than Colin Kaepernick. Same thing with Martin Luther King. They love him now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they hated him.
Yeah.
But now, you know, they do business history.
Yeah.
Where they go back and look at it now, where now he's just this hero, which he was back then.
Yeah.
The
just
same
not
thing,
to y'all.
but not to y'all.
Yeah.
And now, over time, you know, now y'all seeing it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think history's going to look back on Colin Kaepernick good. So he's going to be on the right side of history.
I believe so, too.
And we going to be, you know, 47 years old. They're going to be talking about how brave Colin Kaepernick was to take his stand. And we going to be looking at each other like, yeah, it wasn't like that at all. They kicked this man out of the league for standing up for what he believed in.
Yeah. Well, what I'm scared of more than anything is our kids not looking at Kaepernick, but looking at guys like Mayweather and like, oh, Floyd Mayweather, he was a Muhammad Ali of y'all time. That's what I'm scared of. I'm scared of my kids looking at someone like a Coon, a guy like Cam Newton, a guy like Floyd, Cam Newton. I'm sure I can think of somebody else.
The thing is, you got a lot of players though who just want to be part-time with it. You know, they want to do it when it's the hottest thing on the scene right now. You know, everybody talking about it, so let me go out there and let me put my fist up, let me take my knee. And I don't think it's something that you're gonna be part-time with.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's a full-time. You know, if you out here for the social justice, it's a full-time job. You know, you can't wake up one morning and be like, you know what, today I'm gonna speak out about police brutality. Just like Colin Kaepernick, you got to be out here in the streets for it every day. But when you got the dudes right there faking it, and then, you know, when they get the mic in their face, oh, you know, I just want to talk about the game and this and that. I don't want to talk about off the field stuff. But then next week, they want to be talking about it now because it's hiding on the it's in the mainstream.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's funny to me that everybody wanted to take a knee after Trump said something, but it's like Trump has said plenty of stuff, and now like it really bothered me when a lot of people was like, yeah, it hit home. Really? Like, how he said so many divisive things to me. Honestly, when half the stuff he says now, I'll be like, okay. Yeah. He says so much stuff. It's like I'm not gonna get more mad. Like I'm not gonna get more surprised. But he's white. I don't get surprised when someone that's rich and has power has said something racist or looks down at a disenfranchised community.
But that's what it was. Though you gotta think about it. The owners in the NFL, they didn't really want to stand up and say nothing. You know, until Trump came at them directly. Yeah. And people who are rich and have money, that's any race. I don't care what you are.
Oh, that's a fact.
The last thing they want is somebody to tell them how to feel or what to do.
Yeah.
And when you come at me I got all this money. I'm not used to somebody coming to me like, oh, you son of a bitch, fire him.
Yeah.
You're not gonna tell me how to do my job. I got here doing it my way, and now you wanna come at me and disrespect me? And now, it's we all in this together, unity, so it's bullshit. I'm not here for it, man.
I mean, honestly, the league just needs to let Donald Trump own a team and let someone else run the country. I mean, let's not forget, Trump has already gone against the NFL before with the AFL.
Yeah.
And that didn't work out.
USFL too. You can't forget about that.
No, that's what I meant. USFL. Yeah, my bad, not AFL. Excuse me. Yeah. No, so I mean, but Trump. I feel like Trump's not really the problem because, I mean, don't get me wrong. He is a problem, but he's not the problem. The problem is the fact that he did get voted in. It's it's debatable if he actually got voted in.
He got voted in. Nobody can take that away from him. Whether how it happened is up for debate. Who with the help that he had from the outside. But at the end of the day, people went and voted. And it's like, people like me and you, we might be mad we don't like him, but you gotta think about it. It's a lot of white people out there who love everything that he's doing. Yeah. And so for every angry person, who's going out there and voting, going out there and being on Facebook and social justice warrior on Facebook, that's not gonna do nothing. How many people getting out there and voting in the streets, active in campaigns and stuff, helping out. So it's steps that you can take, just even when it's not just going out there and voting. I volunteer on 2 campaigns myself just because I know that being on Facebook and Twitter and all that, just posting how angry you are all day, it's not gonna change nothing. You gotta actually get out there in the streets and make it happen. And so it's hard work, but if you don't like it, then you gotta get out there and fight for the change yourself. And a lot of people don't want to do that. It's a lot easier to sit on Facebook and get the likes and get people commenting on your posts just to get the attention. That's what a lot of people do. Just like with the shooting that just happened, I see a lot of people talking about, it's not gonna change anything, no gun control or nothing like that. I'm like, man, what are you talking about? Like, 17 kids got killed, and all you can say is nothing's gonna change. Like, nah, you gotta get out there, you gotta find people who support better gun control, and you gotta help them out. You gotta donate if you can. You gotta volunteer on their campaign, and you gotta vote for them and get them in office, because that's the only way you get change, man. Voting, whether you like it or not. Voting is the only way that's gonna make a change. If you think it's corrupt or not. Yeah, right. So that's the only way you're gonna get a change, man.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to the whole gun control argument, I mean, obviously, I'm pro gun rights. We got a gun on the table. I'm pro. Yeah. I feel like you should have the right to bear arms, but to an extent.
Yes, me too.
There's no reason that we don't need AR-15s. We don't need certain caliber of weapon. But on the flip side, people always gonna go back to the Constitution, but they gotta realize that though the Constitution was written at a time where America was owned by another country. Yes. And they also didn't have the weaponry that we had. They didn't even have.
I just talked about this the other day. It took about 3 minutes to fire a shot when they wrote that. I'm sure when that was written, they didn't think that you was gonna be able to shoot 60 shots in a minute. Yeah. And even to the fact when people like, get the veterans in the schools and let them guard it with weapons. No. I'm like, okay, that may be a part of your plan, but is he gonna be everywhere at one time? That's gonna maybe reduce the casualties of it, but it's not gonna stop it. So the only way you're gonna stop it is to have better background checks. Yeah.
A background check.
A background check. Like I said, I just bought this on the street. It took me like 2 minutes to buy it. I found a dude. Man from the police station, checked it out, and paid for it right there. Didn't swap. Just like that.
My dad is a convicted felon and did time in prison, and he was able to buy a gun in Texas. So that should tell you.
Yeah, his ways around it.
Exactly. So the whole gun control debate, again, I do support the right to bear arms. So on one side of the token, I'm like, I don't think the government has a right to tell us what we can and cannot do when it comes to who we sell weapons to, because if they start doing gun control, who's gonna be the first people that's not allowed to do guns? Yes. But it's just, on the flip side of that, it's just funny to me that there is no, y'all don't want to take nothing away, because let a dude with a turban go through the airport. Oh,
everybody turn eyes there.
It's a red flag every time. Let a black dude walk into Forever 21 and try to buy a shirt. He getting followed. But a white boy with a chili bowl haircut walks into a gun store and no one thinks nothing of it. Nope. So, I mean, what do you call that? White privilege? White supremacy?
It's privilege, but then again, that's just something that they know. Is that white people gonna have their privilege at the end of the day. You know, if you try to go into the Woodlands Mall, and it's a perfect example. So me and Ashley, that's my wife. We have,
shout out to Ashley, man. So, Bobby was actually the first one of my friends that got married.
Surprisingly.
Right. And young too at how old were y'all?
We were 23.
23. That's I mean that's
no 24. 24.
24. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah.
And so man, look, we went to the mall one day. We just looking at some jewelry for, and we standing up for no joke 10 minutes. People they looking at us.
Yeah.
Stay walking by. New people coming in, they going in, greet them, hey, how you doing? They just walking straight past us. You know why?
Yeah. I mean, because you don't have a look of someone that
exactly.
I mean, and that's another thing. I'm not gonna put out there what you make or count your pockets, but I know you. We've had conversations, and I know how well off you are or how well you're doing. Especially with the crypto. I mean, if you want to talk about your crypto, the way you've invested in crypto, we can talk about that too. But so I know how well you're doing. I know you could probably buy pretty much anything that was in that store.
Yeah.
But you don't have the look of someone that would have money. So is that because of your skin color, or do you think that's because of how you dress, or is it something like a combination of the two? What do you think that is?
Combination of everything, and plus you got to think of the area too.
Oh yeah.
You know, when you go into the nice malls like the Woodlands and stuff like that, you know, they're not expecting the black people to come there and really just throw no money around. They expect you to come in there. Hey, can I see this? Okay, I like it. Okay, I'll come back in. I'm gonna check over here. They expect you not to come back in there. But you know, if a white dude walk in there, or you know, black dude with his white woman on his arm, oh, they'll run over there to them. Yeah. But you know, they're not gonna run to us, man. We don't look like we're gonna buy something there. Yeah. And as far as that crypto, yeah, we can get into that.
I mean, yeah, let's talk. What made you get into crypto? Like, what like made you invest your first dime into because you invested a while back, like a couple years ago, right?
Is, October 2016 when I first started.
Okay, so about almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years now. So man, really what got me started is I had been like wanting to invest for a while, but I would always put it off for something else. And you know, back in the days we was in college, I would look at it and I'd be like, man, let me buy some of these Netflix stocks. And they was like $50 when I first started driving or whatever. Let me get some of these, just let it stack. Never did it. And then now Netflix is sitting like $200 for it. So I just pretty much looked back over the time and all the stuff that I had missed out on that I should have did and could have made money from. I'm like, man, let me just go ahead and throw some money in this, just see what happens. And
how much did you initially start off with?
$400.
$400.
Yeah, then you know I got some returns on that, and then I was like, okay, I kind of might be on something here. And then so last January, February, I put my money into it, and then that's when it really got crazy right there. And so that's when I kind of like, really, man, it's nice to have a good job, but at the end of the day, you don't want the only source of income to be a job because I learned you can lose that job any second. Yeah. And you know,
if you want to talk about that too, we can talk about that.
And so when you lose your job, you know how many people just gonna be stuck out there. You know you're not gonna have nothing to fall back on because when you don't got no job, the bills gonna keep coming. You know you still gonna have to eat food.
Yeah, even if you have a job with a union.
it can go quick. It can turn on you quick. And so a lot of people don't think about that, man. Don't nobody really plan for the rainy days. And so I was like, you know what? After I got fired, I was like, man, I don't know. Luckily for me, once again. We had money saved up, so it wasn't like it put us in a bad position. But at the same time, it could have easily been the other way around. So I kind of wanted to have investments. So, you know, I don't want to just be in there pulling them out. But if it came to it and I had a rainy day, you got funds that you can fall back on. And that's what it is because, it's like, you know, a lot of people, like when I grew up, man, I didn't really have nobody talk to me about investing or nothing like that. I got into all this by myself. And so, and now I just kind of pretty much try to tell people, hey, you know, invest some of your money, dude. It don't gotta be thousands of dollars, nothing like that. Like, just put like $200 in and just see what happens.
Yeah, and even if it's in a savings account.
Yeah, just something. Yeah. Just have a savings because you never know what can happen. A car might break down or anything.
Shit, man. Houston, we just got hit by a hurricane. And pretty much everybody I know got denied for they business. So
everybody got denied. And just think about it. How many people had to miss a week of work? Yeah. And that week of work set them back. Yeah. Just missing 1 week's check set so many people back. Yeah. And it's crazy because it shouldn't be like that. I mean, I understand that a lot of people don't make a lot of money, but at the same time, you should be able to miss a week of work and not have financial strain on you.
Yeah, but hey, a lot of people don't. And this is advice coming from. I want to give just a little bit of your backstory. This is advice coming from a man who is the primary breadwinner in his house. The only breadwinner.
I like to say oldest, but I ain't gonna say that.
No, you can't. You can't say that. You can't say that. But you're the only one that's got a job that's bringing in currency. Your wife does the heavy lifting.
My job is a lot harder than mine.
Exactly. Your wife does the heavy lifting. She runs the household. You also have a daughter.
Yeah.
And a son on the way. Mm-hmm. So this is advice coming from someone that's doing it on the financial side by yourself.
Yes.
I'm sure it's not my business or anything, but I'm sure you and your wife make all the decisions together.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Because I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I make the money.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That's how you want to make sure. What I learned in relationships, man, you want to feel like I run everything, but when it comes to women, especially strong women, we do know who runs the house.
Yes.
Who makes the rules? Like we just kind of there. You know what I'm saying? Did you watch the Chris Rock special?
Nah, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh man, he has a good joke about sometimes you singing lead, sometimes you playing the tambourine.
Yeah.
So
hey, look.
So sometimes you just gotta know your place. So
and that don't diminish you at all. It just works for everybody really at the end of the day. Like man, I don't got no complaint. I mean, if I wanted to go out, if we wanted to get it together and say, hey Chris, let's get the crew together, let's go out. She's not gonna be like, oh no, you're not going nowhere, blah 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 blah. But some people might feel like, oh, I should be able to go and do what I want to do without having to answer to anybody. And nah, man,
that's not how relationships work.
No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, as out of respect to your relationship, I don't feel like you should be able to just do whatever you want, because it'd be hypocritical to say, oh, I can do whatever I want. But if the second your wife is like, oh well, Bobby, I'm going to New Orleans with the girls. Watch. I'm not gonna say your daughter's name, but watch our daughter.
Yeah.
Like, did you not gonna answer no questions? Like, you're not gonna. Did you get? I'm not gonna say permission, but did you run that by me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't do whatever I wanted. Of course, I'm not married. I wouldn't do whatever I wanted if I was married. What I wanted to buy, just off the strength that I wouldn't want her to do whatever she wanted.
True.
So. But do you feel like as a man in your relationship, like you have like what do you think? Do you feel like the power dynamic in your house is like? Yeah, of course your wife runs the house. Of course your wife runs the house, but what do you think? What do you think your power, where your power lies in your household?
I feel like we do a good job as far as like just evenly splitting everything. So it's never really like a power struggle that goes on. And luckily, I'm with somebody who, a lot of the times, we're going to agree with each other. Okay. You know, we might have minor differences here and there, but it's nothing that's like, okay, compromise.
I mean, your wife's a Patriots fan and you're a Cowboys fan, so there's that.
I mean, everybody has their faults, but you know,
I mean, both of y'all are in the wrong, in my opinion.
She's not perfect, but I am, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
Hey, man, nobody's perfect, and I'm nobody, so therefore I'm perfect.
But yeah, man, I'm just like I said, it's just good because like we don't have any arguments about stuff because we tend to agree on a lot of things in life in general. You know, we might have an argument here. Okay, look, perfect example. So recently we had this is the kind of arguments we have. I don't really have any problems. So this is the kind of arguments we have, man. Recently we had an issue where let's just say this. I wanted to spend $10,000 on something, and she was like.
What was it, something? Or you don't want to say? You don't want to say?
Okay. On the crypto. I want to spend $10,000 on the crypto. I'm like, you know, the market is down right now. Let me throw this money into it. Let me get these guys on it. She was like $6,000. And I'm mad. So I go to the streets. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just do $100 then. And that pisses off every time. And so we ended up compromising on it, but it's just stuff like that. You know, we might have differences where it's like, okay, how much money can I spend on this? Like, that's a good problem to have.
I mean, shit, I know firsthand that you guys get in some dumbass arguments because I've been in y'all house playing Risk. And I remember that argument, and I won't get into it. So, what do you think is the dumbest argument you've ever had in any relationship you've ever had? What do you think was the relationship you had with your wife is like, this, my understanding is like your only like real relationship, right?
2000, yeah, pretty much. So we been in 2011, yeah.
Yeah, so this is like the only like real, I know you dated girls in high school, but this is like the only...
Adult life type of
thing. Yeah.
So probably the dumbest argument we ever had was when I was at Sam Houston, had some homegirls come out there for homecoming week, and I didn't plan on going out. I was gonna chill in the house for the night. They was going out to the homecoming party. You know, I don't really do no parties or nothing like that. And then I just got the feeling that everybody was there, so I'm like, cool, I'm going with them tonight. she got pissed off. And so we downstairs chilling, and then all we just start hearing like, do, just hearing stuff throwing around upstairs. And so they were like, what's that? So I'm like, oh, nothing, we just chilling. And then we start hearing it again, so I go upstairs, and she just completely threw all my DVDs around the room, my books and everything. And she didn't touch my Jordans though.
No, you didn't. That's how you get thrown out the window.
She did not touch my Jordans.
No, you don't touch them, man.
And so all my DVDs are all over the floor and everything. She did not touch my Jordans though.
Yeah.
And I just went into the room. I looked around, and I was like, "Can you please leave?"
And this is before you were married.
Oh, this is 2011. Yeah,
okay.
This is like we first got together. We were like a few months into it. And so I thought she was crazy, but
yeah, I mean, but see, the crazy ones are the ones you marry. I mean,
you gotta find that perfect balance.
It's a level of crazy that you want. But I can tell you the dumbest thing I've ever gotten in an argument over, and the dumbest thing I've ever gotten an argument over in a relationship was toilet paper. But correct me tell me if I'm wrong in this situation. But it was over toilet paper. So she would come to my apartment. I was still in college at the time. She would come to my apartment, and when she would come, she would use like crazy amounts of toilet paper. I'd be like, and I asked plenty of times. I asked plenty of times, like, yo, can you not use so much toilet paper? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, chill out. Like, so she kept doing it. Like, and I'm talking like wrapping her hand up in toilet paper type of thing. You know how females are with toilet paper, but I was just like, you doing too much. And then one day, I look under my desk, and there's a long strip of toilet paper just sitting there. And that's when I lost it. No, I didn't lose it. I didn't lose it just yet. When I confronted her, this is when I lost it. Because she was just like, she was like, oh, whatever, I can get you some more toilet paper. But that wasn't what I was mad. I wasn't mad at the fact that you used up all the toilet paper. It was the fact that I asked you to do something nicely and to respect my house.
And she still didn't do it.
Yes, and I guarantee if you ask her to this day, she would still think it's over toilet paper.
She was in the right.
No, I mean, she'll probably think she's in the right, but she bought more toilet paper if you felt like that made it okay. But like, no, I'm mad at the fact that you're using so much and not respecting the fact that I've asked you to kind of slow down. So, I mean, yeah.
Respect the house rules.
Just respect the house. So yeah. I mean, but in relationships, though, you get in some dumb arguments, and I've been in some dumb arguments when I was in the wrong. I personally don't feel like I was wrong with toilet paper.
I don't think I was ever wrong with me.
Oh, that's just see, you trying to get divorced.
That's one of the problems that we have. I have a hard time admitting when I'm wrong. I will eventually do it, but it's just not my strong point.
See, that's why you have a boy on the way.
Callie, that's my daughter. She's bad enough. She's just like me. She takes from me.
Well, when you have a boy, the boy is gonna be just like your wife, and you gonna hate him. So
that won't be a bad thing. That won't be the worst thing in the world. Luckily.
So having a boy versus having a girl, do you think like you're gonna raise your boy different than your girl? You gonna be tougher on your boy than you would be your girl?
No, we should go raise them the same way because at the end of the day, they both gonna be black in the world. So,
I see. You definitely need to see the Chris Rock.
I'm just gonna raise them to be good people. That's it. At the end of the day, you want your kids to be good people and just teach them better than I was taught. Teach them more about life and what to expect when they get older. Just because you have a son, you don't gotta be so hard on them and beating the kids. Speaking of, it's one way to punish your kids to beat them. But anyways,
I'm gonna hit my kids.
Oh no, I don't agree with that one.
I mean, you have a daughter though. When you have a son, you're gonna toss his little ass around. Every boy gets fights they father at some point. I fought my dad before. Every dude I know gets into it with their father at some point.
That's true.
Because you start smelling yourself.
This is true.
And that's gonna be your job. You gotta put him back to where he's at.
This is true.
So
that is true.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to raising boys versus girls, I'm still be hard on boys, but I think nowadays we need to be harder on our girls.
That's what I'm about to say. I think really it might be harder for the girls because she's gonna have it bad. She's gonna be a woman.
Yeah.
She's gonna be black.
Yeah.
And so automatically right there she gotta work harder than everybody else.
a black woman, she's gonna be more educated than your son by statistic standards.
Yeah.
And is not gonna be able to get the same opportunities as your son will be. So I feel like we have to prepare our girls instead of coddling them. We need to start preparing our girls like, yo, it's fucked up out there.
It is.
I mean, I'm gonna tell my kids like, I'm not gonna be one of the parents that's like, oh, you can do whatever you want, son. Whatever they decide they want to do, I'm gonna cultivate and water them seeds. But I'm not gonna be like, my son, if I'm gonna know my son or child's strengths at some point. My son is a C student. He says, Dad, I want to be an astronaut. I'm like, look here.
You gotta bring that down a little bit.
You could be like, a janitor at NASA.
With them grades you getting right now.
Yeah, with them grades, but I feel like, honestly, in this day and age, like, we're not realistic with our kids anymore. Like,
that just made me think about something else. It's
what's
like,
that?
as soon as everybody found out we was having a boy, like, oh, can't wait to see him playing football. I'm like, you know what? Kid might not like football.
He might be. Let him play football?
No.
Is that based off the fact that you play football?
Yeah, I'm fucked up for football. So,
I didn't even finish through high school, and I still can't stand up for long periods of time without my back killing me.
I mean, I think that I might give him a chance to play in high school if he wanted to, but that would be the earliest I would let him play because
really?
I told Ash, I was like, up until high school, you don't really learn football as far as the proper techniques.
Right.
Pee-wee, little league football, they not teach you nothing but to run in there and hit something.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school, those coaches don't care. They just there to coach football.
Yeah.
They got classes during the day. In high school, that's where you really is like, because you get to high school, those coaches are dependent on the kids. If they don't win, they're going to bring in another coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
And so they teaching you the proper techniques and how to do it right because, like I say, up to that point, I done seen it where I go to little kids to Pee-wee games and the kids just in there throwing their head around, down and everything. And I'm like, yo, that's not how it's supposed to be done. And so I'm like, I'm not going to put my kid, I can teach them at home, but at the end of the day, the coach is going to be out there telling them what they want them to do. If they not, correcting the techniques early, then that's how you get those habits. And so, like I say, it's other sports. I say soccer, track. Look,
soccer. It's just funny.
Like I say this, if you don't want to play football eventually, soccer will work on his footwork and his conditioning and everything.
Definitely the
track is conditioning. And so, I can put him in other sports that prepare him for football. And so when he gets out there, he'll already have the coordination and the conditioning needed. So he'll be used to running around. So once he get on the pads and he got to do all the running, it won't really affect him as much as it might affect other players who are not used to that.
What about baseball?
Hell yeah. I really don't got to worry about that.
Me personally, I love baseball. Are you a baseball fan?
Yes.
Okay, see, I love baseball. And so I kind of want my son to play baseball. And then on top of that, baseball players get paid. I kind of want my son to play basketball as well, but I just don't feel like basketball. I honestly, to be honest with you, I do want my son to play football, and that's just because I always play football.
Yeah.
And that's not even like organized. We would play in the street.
Yeah.
So I just want him to play football. Just my own personal feeling on it. But if he doesn't want to play football, he don't want to play football. My kid's gonna do something athletic though.
I look at it like
period.
If he wants to do that, he or Callie wants to do anything athletic, cool. If he likes sitting down and reading books and being smart, go for it, get an academic scholarship. Because at the end of the day, if he's black and he getting good grades, them scholarships gonna come rolling in.
Of course, but my kids they're gonna be. There needs to be a balance. This will go back to what I was saying. Like we're too soft on our kids. Like there needs to be a balance of you need to be able to work hard in the classroom, but you're not about to come home and just be chilling at the house.
No.
Like for example, like with your daughter, like get her in dance. Like how old? She's 4 now, right?
No, she's about to be 4 this year.
Okay, so get her in dance or get her in gymnastics.
Oh yeah, she's doing a lot of stuff already. She's doing a lot of stuff, and like I say, eventually she'll weed out what she likes and what she doesn't like. We're not gonna force nothing on her. Like, oh, you gonna do this or that. So we're gonna let her go towards her interests. Because at the end of the day, if you're doing something that you like, you gonna work hard at it. If you're just doing it because your parents force you into it, then you're not really gonna have that same passion.
I mean, and on top of that, with sports, especially team sports, the relationships that.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I know you from playing football.
Yeah.
So it's just like the relationships that you build from being on team sport, and then when you have a coach, you learn how to not necessarily take orders, but you learn how to follow instructions.
Yep.
And let's be honest, we listen more to our coaches than we do our parents.
Yeah, that is true.
So
if you want to get on that field.
Yeah, our parents.
Which is funny because you went to Wells, didn't you?
No, I went to Bama.
I thought you went to Wells.
No.
That's where I went.
No, I went to Bama.
Oh yeah, see, I moved out here on the north side. I didn't know nobody.
No, okay.
So I didn't start talking to nobody until I went to Westfield.
That's right. You are from A-Leaf.
Yeah, I'm from the south side.
Yeah. I'm ever since I moved to Houston, I've been on the north side. So
that's the only thing you know.
I like literally, you could drop me off on the south side and I could not get home. You gotta give me the 45 for me to get home.
And so, did you even want kids?
Do I want kids?
Yes.
Yeah, I want kids.
How many?
Minimum 2, maximum 4.
Now, do you say that now because you don't have it? See,
basically.
Because everybody thinks that until you had that first kid, you're like, damn. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, but is it not?
Huh?
Is it not?
What?
Having a kid is a lot of work and a lot of money.
Yes.
Okay,
so that's why, when it came to the second, I was like, shh.
But you didn't want the second one, right?
I was never completely opposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, you know what, if we have a second one, I'll be fine with it, but it was never like, oh, we gotta have another kid, or I don't know, no more kids for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we once again made the decision to have another kid, we are, so after that, there's no more, hell nah.
So, what, like, how did that conversation go when it comes to having a second kid?
Well, it's funny because she wanted another kid, and I was more like, my opposition to it was, man, look, we can pack up and go anywhere we want to go right now. If we want to go to Vegas this weekend, we can call your mom or call, you know, my dad or somebody and be like, hey, can you watch Cali? We want to go to Vegas this weekend. I'm like, don't nobody want to do that with 2 kids. And as you know, we like to get up and move around and go places and just do shit. Yeah. And so it's like, it's not going to be that easy with everybody want to watch the 1 kid. Not too many people want to watch 2 kids.
Shit, nobody want to watch 1 kid.
And then, like I said, I just like having, I like having money too to go around. So, but like I say, we're in a position financially where 2 kids won't really be a strain on us. But like I say, the main thing I had was just getting up and going, traveling around. That was one problem I had. So I got over that. And it was like, cool, we can have a second kid, and that's where it stopped at. Because 3 is a hell no.
I mean, I felt a little lied to though, because like from conversations I had with you and your wife, y'all made it seem like, oh, we don't want no more kids. We not having no more kids. Cali is it. So
I would say she started going towards thinking about the second kid more because her view, which is a good one, though, she was like, you know, if something wasn't happening to us, unfortunately, you know, when we get older and we pass away, wanted Cali to have like a brother sister, because you know you got friends and stuff at the end of the day, you'll have friends in life, but it's nothing like having that brother sister to still talk to and call up on.
Yeah.
And
that's all I want to.
Yeah, and so that's why she was like, and then, you know, looking at that, like, you know, you don't want people to have that single child syndrome. Well, I talk to people where they just make it seem like it's just a miserable life being grown with no brother or sister. You know, I talk to people, it's like, you know, you just don't really have no close friends like that to talk to. And I'm like, oh shit, you know, now thinking about it. I'm like, well, I want to do Cali like that, you know, and leave out here by ourselves if something was to happen to us. And so just to have that sibling, really, that's what kind of pushed me over the edge too.
And I feel like having a sibling gives you something else to like, I won't say fight or live for, but it gives you something to live for, like something else to live for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and talk about kids and stuff is cool and all, but I want to hear your pro-black shit.
Oh, shit.
I feel like you're going back right now. I want to hear what you got to say.
What you want to hear? Talk to me.
Anything. I know you got some stuff to say. I mean, I know you don't like the police. I know you don't like...
It's not that I don't like the police. It's just that I don't like how they stereotype. Like I say all the time, I say... You go to Angus home, you're going to see a cop car everywhere. You know, they're going to be cruising around everything. You know, we lived in Spring. Yeah. The only cop car we saw was just sitting out there eating donuts and...
Shit, not no more. My dad's neighborhood is under constant surveillance.
Yeah, that's why we kind of moved out of Spring.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But, you know, we live in some nicer neighborhoods, you know, it's not going to be cops just cruising around, trying to stop people. We watched a documentary recently on, I forget the dude's name in LA who got killed, but the cop pulled him over saying that... approached him because they have a thing where they can have a casual conversation. They can want to just casually stop and talk to you. I don't think you just casually want to go and talk to white people, you know.
Yeah,
because
like stop and frisk almost.
Stop. It was stop and frisk without calling it casual. They called it casual conversations. That's what they called it. Yeah. And so I don't think you casually stop with white people to have a conversation with them. And the thing was, they said it was a known gang area, so they let you know what it was. Yeah, they are using that as a cover to pull people over, and you know they said if something goes wrong or something feels not right about the situation, then they can talk to them, or they can escalate the search and everything. And so it's like they use different words and techniques to, you know, discriminate against black people in black communities because, you know, some areas are bad, but at the same time, a lot of people have hesitations about the cops, even if you're not doing nothing. Hell, I know I don't be doing anything, and if a cop pulls me over, I'm getting nervous as hell, and I don't have nothing to worry about.
That's a fact.
Because you see black people not doing nothing all the time, and it goes sideways when they get pulled over.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, that was
the sad part about it is you can't even remember the names because so many.
Philando Castile.
Thank you. Yeah, but see the whole thing with that is, I mean, I don't want to harp on the fact of like what went wrong or what he did wrong. I mean, what he did right and what the cop did wrong, because we all know what he did right and the cop did wrong. But I mean, you do. There's only so much you can do when it comes to that one stop, but I feel like, and I guess I should ask you this question: like, what responsibility do you think we have as Black people when it comes to policing our own neighborhoods? Like, do you feel like, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm on the police side because I'm not. But I feel like we have to take some type of responsibility in the sense that like we don't need to be in our neighborhoods. We need to rebuild our neighborhood to the point where we don't have a reason for you to be here. Like, cause we know who's the ones selling the drugs and doing the drugs. We know the ones that are gang banging and stuff like that. But we live by a code, and I'm guilty of it as well. We live by a code where we don't call the police when we see something wrong. I mean, you hear me say no snitching, but at the same time, we don't need to bring.
I'm snitching now.
Huh?
I said my life is good. I'm snitching now.
In order for us to police, we need to police our own neighborhoods. If that's what y'all want to do, y'all do this shit over there. You don't bring that onto these blocks, and to the point where we're like, all right, y'all ain't doing that shit no more. And I feel like we need to stop the mindset that says that, oh, the only way for me to make it out my neighborhood is if I do sell drugs. And you are, and I don't take this as a knock.
No, you good.
You don't have a college degree.
Nope. Nigga,
Not yet. But I know you're working on it now.
Nah, I dropped out of school again. I got too much money.
So you're a testament to someone that knows that you don't need to necessarily go to college or sell drugs or commit crimes to make, and again, if this is a sour subject, you just let me know.
Oh no, you good.
One of your brothers has passed away.
Yeah.
Was killed.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of your brothers is in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a testament of someone that comes from one of these neighborhoods. For people that live in Houston, they know A-Leaf,
yeah.
How it is, SWAT as what they call it. You know how messed up it is out there. So do you think that we should have some type of responsibility to go back to our own neighborhoods and let people know, like, hey, you can go to UPS, you can go to FedEx, you can go to post office, you can go to the ship channel, you can go to all these other places where you can make couple $1,000s a week if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but
do you think
a big issue that a lot of people run into is they never really know that, myself included, mm-hmm. that it was really other ways out there to get money. Because mm-hmm. growing up, all you hear preachers go to college and get your degree, mm-hmm. and then that's the way to a better lifestyle. You know, we was in student loan debt because of that. Because you go to school and then you don't finish. A lot of people do finish, and then they still can't get a job because they bullshit through school. They don't get no connections because you really go to college. You want to make those connections, network. Yeah. So when you do graduate, you can have those links, so maybe you can get that job, get your foot in the door. Mm-hmm. But in the communities that we grew up in, a lot of times, that's not preached. When you growing up, you see who got the money. It's the drug dealers. Mm-hmm. They the ones who driving the nice cars, got the Jordans and everything. Mm-hmm. And so we wasn't growing up next to no doctors or nothing like that. We had pimps and drug dealers having the money, and they was the ones showing love to you. Mm-hmm. And so you want to be in that position because everybody look up to them. Mm-hmm. They had the women, they had the cars, they had the jewelry, they had everything that you wanted. Mm-hmm. And so when you don't got nothing else to look up to, what else you gonna do? But at the same time, you gotta look around because, like I said, I had a brother in jail, I had a brother that got killed, he got shot and killed. So it's like, what do you want? Do you want to be in that same position? I got both examples. Which way you want to go? Yeah. You see where it get you. And my older brother, he wasn't selling drugs or nothing. Mm-hmm. But he was hanging out with people who that was. But so you see, you don't even gotta be in it. Yeah. You can just be around it, and it can happen to you. And so it's like, you want to die? You want to go to jail? Jail ain't for me. So it ain't for nobody.
I'm licensed. I can go to jail. They gonna fuck me up.
It's like, what you want? You want better in your life? And
my bad.
Now you good. Mm-hmm. And so it's like, a lot of people, they never want anything better. Or they think that the best they can do is sell drugs on that block. And I'm like, people be killing each other and gangbanging on these blocks that nobody own. They don't own a brick in it. But at the same time, they not raised to be owners or nothing like that. They just raised to go through school. A lot of people, the high point of their life is graduating high school. I'm the first person to graduate high school. Yeah. And they go to college and they ain't never been out in the free world, like in the real world like that. I mean, I'm talking like I'm in jail, free world.
Free world. Shit, going to college feel like it's in prison sometimes. All that goddamn the mindset you gotta go in. I feel like. But anyway.
So think about it. When you go to college, that's the first time a lot of people have really been out of their environment. Yeah. For me, I ain't never been around that many white people in my life. Yeah. And so when I went to college, I hung around nothing but the black people.
Right.
Because
Me too.
this is what I was comfortable around.
Yeah, exactly.
And so you got to think, a lot of people go to college, they hang around the black people, and they fuck up. And then they last 1 or 2 semesters in school, and then they back home in that environment. They got the student loan debt. You know, they don't got no kind of experience. They went to college, they can't go back to school because they on academic suspension.
Yeah.
All they got from college is debt.
Yeah.
And so they go back home. Now you gotta what? It's either sell drugs, get in these streets, or go work at McDonald's and shit like that. And that's what a lot of people think. But there's other opportunities out there, but you just gotta look for them though. And a lot of people don't take the time to look for them. And like I said, I looked into my situation, but other people, they don't even look, open their eyes. And so that's what I try to put a lot of people on, because I do try to help people and be like, hey man, there's other ways that you can live life. It ain't got to be this every day. You looking over your shoulders and shit. But at the same time, you got to want it for yourself. You know, I can want to help you do better, but unless you want to do better for yourself, it's not gonna happen. And a lot of people, they don't want that change because you want to be flashy or you want the money right now.
Yeah.
You know, you're not raised to wait for the next paycheck and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They rather have the money in their hands right now, but. That's not, if you want to live a long life, and you want to live free, you got to get used to that 9 to 5 lifestyle. That's kind of what it is. Yeah. And then you want to get into a position where maybe you can own some stuff and start having some income, maybe you can quit your job. But everything ain't easy in life, it ain't always gonna come fast.
I mean, I think there's a way we need to change our mindsets about certain things. Like, one of the dudes I work with, I'm not gonna say his name, but this like, I've never been more mad at somebody in my life. This nigga said, we would like, I don't remember what the conversation was about, but we just kind of like what would you do if you got locked in the mall? This nigga, the first thing he said was, man, I'm gonna try and get all the Jordans. So you're locked in the mall, all these cash registers. And I'm not saying that committing the crime is the right thing to do.
It was a hypothetical situation.
But it's a hypothetical situation. If you're gonna steal anything, you gonna steal the Jordans? All these other these cash registers you can hit, all these safes that you can hit in the mall. You want to steal the Jordans?
But look, you gotta think about it. Like I said, you gotta go back to this though.
Yeah.
Because when I was in college, and I didn't have no money, so I was living waiting for that refund to come every August and January. I was living that refund, so I could buy me some Jordans. And you know why? Because you want to look like you had a lot more than you did, and. A lot of people, that's how you catch somebody out. You got the Jordans on and you looking flashy. Well, you might not own nothing. You might not have nowhere to go live at. You might live at your mama's house, but you look like you got some money though. Yeah. And so a lot of people, they just try to put up, well, really, it's all about the perception to some people. So they want to look like they got a lot more than they really do. Right. And that means more than anything else. Just uphold the reputation that they shouldn't have.
Yeah, there's people that want to do things just so they can get them a Ferrari. Like, my dude, Ferrari ain't for you, man. It ain't for... Ferrari don't make cars for people like us. They make it for... Like, an oil change on Ferrari will change your mind on...
Man, look, so I was looking at it and I was like, I want a Lambo.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at it, man, it cost $35,000 a year to just upkeep a Lambo between, like, oil changes and it. No, sir.
Don't get me wrong. Cars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, if they're a certain model, they can appreciate in value. Yeah. But that's like 50 years from now.
Yeah.
So it's no telling what might be hot in 50 years. And I'm sure you agree with me when it comes to us. When it comes to people our color, when it comes to the things we need to work for, we need to start putting more value in things that are not Lamborghinis and Gucci belts and because don't get me wrong, will you look cool? Yeah, sure, you look cool, but what's that gonna get you? You might get you some hoes, you might get to smash somebody, but
that's also people care about though.
Well, I mean, there's a mindset we gotta change. Because let me be real, I ain't never wore a Gucci belt in my life, and I've smashed plenty of hoes. So, in my opinion, it don't matter what you got on. It's
anybody.
Oh yeah, except for your wife.
One person in my life.
Only 2 times too though, because and that's when you had both your kids.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, so it's like if you can't pull holes in a pair of flip flops and a Walmart belt, you can't pull holes in no Jordans. You shouldn't. I mean, you using them crutches. And to tell you, I'm so anti-Jordan. Like,
yeah, me too.
I'm anti the man, the Michael Jordan himself. I've never been a Jordan fan, to be completely honest with you. And that might be because of my pops. My pops been telling me about Michael Jordan my whole life, and I didn't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Like, we know Michael Jordan's a piece of shit. like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we hear more and more stories every day about how he would how much of a piece of shit he was back in his playing days. But this might be my unpopular opinion for the week, because I will not wear but one pair of Jordans, and I have a backstory on that. But I just feel like anybody that is okay with profiting off of the poor and disenfranchised people, that you profiting off of people that work 9 to 5s just to be able to barely be able to pay for your shoes, and then risk getting robbed for your shoes, and you know this is going on, and you don't do anything to stop it. Like, and the only thing you do to combat any of this is you raise the prices on your shoes every once in a while. Like, I don't support Michael Jordan at all. Like, I just don't. Him as a person, I can't rock with you, my dude. Like, you know what happens on Jordan release day. Someone's gonna get robbed, someone's gonna get killed, and these kids are going to beg their parents, who barely have enough to pay rent, to buy a pair of Jordans. And it's just, to me, I just feel like any dude that is profiting off of something like that is messed up. And let's be real, Michael Jordan can change a lot in this world. Like, imagine if Michael Jordan went just randomly any school in Chicago and was like, all right, if y'all get y'all the cumulative average in here to a 3-something,
yeah,
I'm gonna release a special Jordan for this school in a special colorway.
Yeah, 4.0s everywhere.
And then he does another, and then he says, and I'm gonna continue doing this. I'm gonna pick a random school across America based off of how well they're doing. You know how many niggas would
Rhodes Scholars
just off of the fact that they